All right, so we finally got our first look at Season 7 this week when the trailer dropped the other day, and, you know, we got our look at the new skins and the new cosmetics and the new guns, the new stealth jet and all that, and we finally got our look at the two new maps that we're getting in Season 7, and those maps have been a bit of a point of controversy within the community. I have noticed on Twitter a lot of discussion about whether DICE did the right thing or not, saying they were releasing two new maps for Battlefield 2042 in Season 7. So we're going to talk about that today. What's up, guys? If you don't know me, I'm HotSauceZee. I stream and play Battlefield pretty much every day. I'm just an old Texan guy that, occasionally, most of the time likes to try hard in the game, but sometimes I'm just goofing off. But anyways, like this video if you end up digging it, subscribe, all that good stuff. But anyways, let's get into it. So the community is upset, or some of the community is upset, some of them are fine, and that's where the controversy is coming from, mainly over the stadium map in Battlefield 2042. It's coming next week when Season 7 drops on the 19th, and a lot of people are worked up. Rightfully so, I think. I'm in the camp of the people that are maybe kind of a little sort of upset with DICE on how they chose to market these two new maps. I think calling the stadium rework a new map, while technically true, is a little bit disingenuous. We were, I guess, assuming, which is, you know what they say about assuming makes an ass out of you and me, right? We were kind of assuming that we were getting two brand new, never before seen maps, and that's just like not ending up to be the case, right? We're getting one brand new map with, what's it called, Haven or something like that, and we are getting a stadium, which is just a corner of Hourglass, the corner with the stadium in it. They've reworked that and made it its own standalone thing, and it's fine. I think my issue with it is just that they chose to market it as a brand new map. And while technically, yes, it is a brand new map, it's not actually brand new. It's all stuff we've seen, right? I mean, they've dressed it up. They've done the rework thing on it. They've done the sandbagging on it. And so it's going to play, different, and it'll be in rotation as its own thing. So yes, technically it is a new map, but it's not really new. You see what I'm saying? Like, we're splitting hairs. We're getting really technical and getting into semantics and stuff. And that's what a lot of people are upset about. It's like, okay, well, it's not really a new map. And then you have the people that are fine with it. They're looking at it the way, like I'm saying, like, okay, yes, it is, but it is somewhere new to play. We are getting two new play spaces. So it's, that camp's kind of like, all right, be thankful we're getting two new play spaces instead of just one. The other camp is like, yeah, that's fine, but like, it's not exactly new. And, it's really a silly argument, right? We're splitting hairs. We're not really super upset with it. It's just, it's a new way to be sort of irked at DICE, right? And my thing with it all is, like, if DICE was putting out an appropriate amount of content and wasn't, like, drip feeding us and basically starving us, we wouldn't be arguing about these stupid little things like semantics and technicalities on how they're naming and choosing to market these maps and things like that. If there was just more going on, we wouldn't have to nitpick and, like, really dive into every single little tiny detail. When it gets down to it, I'm of the camp that there's simply just not enough happening, right? There's just not enough happening in these seasons. It's been, 59 days or something by the time Season 7 releases? It'll have been 59 days since Season 6 ended, and Season 6 was already the longest season we've had in Battlefield 2042. I mean, the drip feed is dripping, you know what I mean? It's just, content is down to a trickle, and it feels like the studio is definitely on a skeleton crew. There's just not a lot happening. And so when there's not a lot happening, there's not a lot for people to get excited about. We've been sort of as a whole, most sane, level-headed people have been a little miffed and a little upset during this entire game's life cycle. There's just been so many problems, from fundamental aspects like the mouse input being messed up to just, the slow drip feed of content. I mean, we're getting drip-fed weapons in Season 7. All the weapons aren't even going to be available until later. I think Stadium is not even coming at the beginning either. We're not even getting that at the start. That's coming later, and I think the stealth jet is coming later. So there's just this like painful lack of content, right? And we're left wanting more, and so that makes the community kind of fight amongst themselves about stupid things like semantics, you know? Like, it doesn't really matter. It is a new play space, right? Stadium is a new play space, and I'm just rehashing this again. It is new. Yes, I technically get that. But it's kind of just like both maps really are just kind of like these sort of reused asset flip kind of things, like really low effort stuff coming out of the studio at this time, which shouldn't surprise us, right? Battlefield 2042 as a whole has been pretty low effort and just like honestly not meeting the standards that we should be okay with. Like, it's just not meeting the correct standards. And there's a lot of people out there that are, I'm not going to call out anybody in particular. I couldn't even remember who particular to call out at this time, even if I wanted to. But there's some people out there that are like just toxically positive for Battlefield 2042. And to be quite honest, I'm of the opinion that they're just, I mean, the mouse input doesn't work. How are we going to be toxically positive about a game where the fundamental aspect of even playing the game isn't even functioning correctly? And, you know, I've gotten replies on my tweets and stuff like that, people saying like, oh, well, the people that think the mouse input's messed up, they're clowns. Like, no, dude. Like, it doesn't feel right. Go play a game. Go play an older Battlefield. Go back to just go back to Battlefield 5. The mouse input worked. Like, you just felt more, everything felt more tight, you know? Accurate. It just hasn't worked in 2042. So that just immediately turns me off to the whole game. And then you have like the content stuff I've already talked about, the lack of maps, the lack of like post-launch content, the you know, going in changing the wrong things. Like, who asked for visual recoil to be added to Battlefield 2042 this late into its development cycle? Like, why are we doing that? That's something we're going to have to check out next week. I don't know. I'm not even really sure what this video is. I just wanted to get on and talk about the fact that, you know, everybody was kind of arguing about the semantics of, is it a new map? Is it not? And that was kind of what got me here, and we've kind of launched off into something else. But what do you guys think about it? What are your thoughts? Like, should DICE have marketed it differently? This point's kind of been beat to death on Twitter already, but I would like to know you guys' thoughts. Did they do it right? Are you looking forward to Season 7? How do you think the visual recoil stuff is going to go down? Is it going to be fine? Is it going to be an issue? Perhaps we'll make a separate video talking about that whenever the time comes, because that's a whole nother topic. But I hope you guys enjoyed this talking style kind of thing. I don't even know like what kind of B-roll I've got on this, if I even used any in the video or not. But yeah, I got to get ready to go do a Twitch stream now and play Redacted for 4 hours. So I will see you guys on the next one. Take it easy.